Hey guys, welcome back to RealLifeOORA. So welcome back to our Launchpad series where I'm showing you guys how to build a Launchpad. In case you guys have not seen episode 1, boom, there it is. Go ahead, go back and rewatch it or watch it for the first time depending in case you stumbled across it. However, if you have not and you're here for the definite reason, in this episode we're going to be talking about wiring. Yes, wiring, fun, yay. As you can see in this picture, boom, in the top left-hand corner, or right-hand corner, or both, or maybe the middle, the entire screen. Okay, so you guys can see here that this picture actually shows the underlying redstone wiring that connects this Launchpad to the pre-built Launchpad screen that I have displayed here, okay? So, of course, it cannot be transmitted by wireless, magic and stuff. It has to have just wires. So it's really simple to do, but it is a little bit, you gotta be sure that you keep a track of which redstone wiring goes where and stuff. So that's why it might be best to go ahead and actually leave signs out and stuff, because you definitely want to do that before you fill in any of the area, or else you'll be stuck with having to destroy some of your ground and stuff and try to run the cabling and figure it. It's a big mess, and it happened to me, and I recommend just make sure it works before you cover the actual redstone up. So as you see, I just went ahead and I destroyed the buttons that we placed down in the past episode. You're like, what are we doing? We're going backwards. No, it's okay. Believe me, this will help us out a lot. So let me place one of these back because we, are confused about what we're doing. Basically, when we run across one of these, it sends a signal, or should send a signal. So the pressure plate needs to be connected to a piece of redstone underneath. So what we're going to do is, I'm going to show you right here. If we have redstone directly underneath there, if we can find it, there it is, okay. If we have redstone right underneath there, it should, as you can see there, it lights up when it's activated by a pressure plate, okay. So what we want to do is we want to dig out the area that we just had, and then one down, all over, okay, to form a redstone square. Oops. I'll do that on all these. The middle one is going to be a little bit different, but I'll get to that when we get to it. So don't worry about it right now. That's not no worrying. Just be happy. Okay, almost done. There we go. So we have all of them filled in and they're all one below. Now if we replace what we have before with the buttons, it'll actually activate that redstone. But it's going nowhere. So we actually have to dig underground, which is why it's also a good idea to make sure that the excuse me, the world that you're working on is not just too deep, or else you're going to run into some problems. Okay, so basically we have the screen here, and as you can see, we have as many screen areas as we have buttons on the Launchpad. Now what we're going to want to be doing is we're going to want to be setting it up so when you run across the pressure plates that are here, it's going to be corresponding to the same area on the screen. So the top left hand on the Launchpad will be the top left hand on the screen, top right hand is top right hand, middle is the middle, and so on and so forth. Okay, so this is why you want to make sure that you just keep control and keep an idea of which, redstone wiring goes to which. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off by simply destroying one piece there, and one piece there. And we want to actually bring it down because we're going to want to dig down too deep so we can hide the redstone wiring. Unless you want to just run it across, it's perfectly fine, I guess. It doesn't really matter. I mean, you could always run it across if you would like. Although people would see it, and then, secret, it's out. Okay, we're just going to run this back here, and we'll just put it right there for now, so just don't worry any further about it, I guess. Right here, we're going to go in basically the same direction, and really, this is your decision on where you want to trail these. However, I choose that trailing them this way is really the simplest option for you. And yeah, it limits the interference between the connections of redstone. You'll see that I am leaving a wall in between. It's sort of like a maze. You're just leaving a wall, that way, as I said, interference does not happen. Okay? And then this last one here, we're going to dig down, all the way down, and over. And let's see if we can speed up this process a little bit. And then, of course, I have OCD, so we're going to make sure this is exactly how the other side is. The other side, you'll see that we actually had the middle one actually connect to the outside right here, and the other one be 2 spaces over. Okay, so we have the 2 spaces over, and then this is the 3rd space where the line is going. Ta-da! Okay, now we're going to go ahead and we're going to look at this center one. Now you may be thinking, okay, what are we going to do with the center one? Well, the center one is a little bit difficult because one option is you have to rewire this entire thing by going down a whole bunch and stuff. However, the point being, you're going to have to get rid of one of these spots. So I chose to go ahead and in the thing get rid of this, because what we want to do is if we break right there, it's done. We're going to have interference. It's not going to be good. So we're going to want to go through here and actually destroy this for the time being, okay? And dig this 2 deeper. You'll see why in a second. Let me just get here and get here. Okay, now we're going to want to dig 1 more. You may be thinking, wow, trench warfare. Yeah, it's a lot deeper than the rest of them should be, okay? So basically, you'll see on these ones, like I said, we have them 2 deep. So this allows us to run the redstone just like this, but then cover it up above. However, with the middle one, there's really no side we can trail it out. So we're going to have to run it underneath the middle one right here. So that's why you need to dig this one 4 down, okay? So basically the idea would be this be running like this. Oops, my bad. This be running like this. So there's redstone underneath here, redstone underneath here, and your nice block on there so you don't really see it, okay? So what we're going to be doing first is we're going to be running this redstone and then that redstone. But let's go ahead and let's just build the lines for these ones first. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to fill these in with wiring. Now just be sure that you guys have repeaters here. What we're going to be doing is we're actually going to be testing this afterwards, and a good method is to be testing and stuff, like I said, so you do not, you know, fill everything in and then realize, wait a minute, it's not working because we forgot to have a repeater somewhere. So just remember, you guys do that, and it saves a lot of trouble otherwise. So yeah. Okay, as you guys can see, we have all the redstone currently in, except for the layer right here for running this top center one. However, in order to do that, we're just going to have to, as I said before, cover this little section up here. Just like so. Now make sure that this is not cutting off any of the redstone wiring here or blocking it diagonally, because that would be bad and it would basically disallow our, our lower or middle section, that is, to actually function. So you just need to fill it in just like this. Just run it along the top. However, I recommend making sure that this line works. Okay, now in the next episode is going to be very short, and I'm going to show you guys the actual connector device which will actually power the little miniature screens, and then also how to get the specific sounds. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll hopefully see you guys later. Bye.